Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a pretty small week, but lots of great books to talk about. A lot of A-list books to talk about this week, like Batman number 10, one of the biggest books in comics. Always one of the best sellers out there. This is the A cover. I meant to show you the cool Tim Sale B cover, but I guess you'll have to wait till you get to your shop. I'm loving those Tim Sale covers. Batman number 10 and Batman 66 meets the Avengers. What? No, that's Steed and Mrs. Peel, who used to be known as the Avengers. Always like showing this one as a great example of the diversity of the character, and that this title's been a lot of fun. Oh, that stuff. Nightwing, formerly known as Robin. Catwoman has a new first issue. Mini-series rolling out. That's cool. And Harley Quinn rounds out your Bat-esque stuff for the week. Superman number 10 with Damian and Jonathan there on the cover. This one's going to roll into your Super Son stuff. All this Superman stuff's been really popular since the Rebirth. Well, in the New 52 and whatever. So if you're holding out on the super books, you should jump in on that one because it's a good time to start reading them. Justice League also has a new jump-in point, but you're probably following that anyway. I've been putting together Black Cat packs of what will be the first volume of all this Rebirth stuff. So if there are titles you've been holding out on, or if you're one of those people that likes to do things in trade paperback, you can start grabbing the Black Cat packs for all these different books, like Green Lanterns. That one's been really cool and selling more and more every week. Or Green Arrow with that cool Neil Adams cover. Neil, is there anything you can't do? And Aquaman rounds out your Rebirth proper stuff. Love Mira. She's a great character. Death of Hawkman, one of the many mini-series that's rolling out these days, like Midnighter and Apollo. DC Bombshells is your non-Rebirth, non-continuity book for the week. Again, this one's been super popular. You're probably already following that, but if you're not, you can grab the first trade paperback and see what all the buzz is about. The Flintstones is your Hanna-Barbera reboot book of the week. Been loving all this Hanna-Barbera stuff. Flintstones and Future Quest, Scooby Apocalypse, Wacky Raceland. They're all a little different. They're all a lot of fun. So if you're trying out Scooby Apocalypse and you haven't seen Flintstones, get up on that because it's a lot of fun. Shade the Changing Girl is your Young Animal book of the week. And then there's lots of Vertigo stuff this week, like Ever After from the pages of Fables, or Sheriff of Babylon, one of our Black Cat favorites, or Unfollow, or Red Thorn. Always encouraging you guys to have a Vertigo book on your list. Great week for the DC guys. Pretty small week for the Marvel guys, which is a little unusual, but lots of great things like Avengers number 1. Everybody knows I'm a huge Avengers fan. Been talking up these Alex Ross covers. Really happy to see it get back to a core team and a standardized title. And there's another one, Occupy Avengers number 1, which is Hawkeye's team. If you're 100 years old like me, you remember when the West Coast Avengers was Hawkeye's team, and now he's got a new one. Cool cover there too. And Unworthy Thor number 1. Again, as a big Avengers fan, I'm a big Thor fan, and anxious to see him come back to his title. Really enjoy Mighty Thor, but again, the Odin son deserves his own book. He's only been around for 5,000 years. Fool Killer number 1 from the pages of Deadpool rounds out your first issue Marvel stuff for the week. But it's a big Spidey week too. How about Spider-Man 2099 or Spider-Woman? This cover is way better than the one the guy gave to Frank Cho yesterday. And Spidey number 12, your flashback Spidey title. This book is also a lot of fun. If you're old school like me, you're going to love it. If you're a newer fan, you're going to like the kind of flashback attitude this book has. It's a lot of fun. Death of X is your X-Men book of the week, your big Marvel event book of the week in the absence of any Civil War titles. This book's been huge and it's going to roll into Inhumans versus X-Men. Don't be cynical. Grab that first issue and check it out because X events are always fun. Champions number 2 keeps that title rolling, spinning out of all new Avengers and all new X-Men. Nova socking it to Cyclops there. Moon Knight is your Dark Side of the Marvel Universe book. This one might be flying under your radar, but it's been really cool. If you're unfamiliar with the character, you should grab the first issue of this and check it out, because it's been a really neat series. Speaking of really neat series, I love me some Scarlet Witch. This book's been really good. You guys aren't really picking it up, but James Robinson is an excellent writer, and she's a great character, so I'd really encourage you to grab that trade paperback and see what this book's about. Really cool stuff. And the Deadpool Mercs with the Mouth rounds out your Marvel stuff for the week, because, well, everybody loves Deadpool. It's a pretty small week for all the other guys, but again, lots of great stuff, like Rise of the Black Flame, your flashback BPRD book, because you know I'm always talking up the Hellboy stuff. And a great week for the Image guys, like Walking Dead, biggest independent book maybe ever, the biggest shows on TV. If you're following this in trade paperback, you should really catch up to the periodicals, because that makes it more suspenseful. Wicked and the Divine doesn't come out very often, but is always awesome. Deadly Class and Revival are the big Image books, and Mayday is your Image first issue, gotta have it book of the week. One of the other indies I want to talk about is this guy, the CBLDF Liberty Annual 2016. The CBLDF is the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. Google them, read all about them, donate what you can. They're a great, great organization. The Liberty Annual is a one-shot, a bunch of short stories from different creators. Anthology, that's the word I'm looking for. And all the money goes to a good cause, so pick up Liberty Annual 2016. Really good stuff. Josie and the Pussycats continues the explosion of the Archie comics with Archie and Betty and Veronica and Jughead. Reggie's going to be getting his own book. Afterlife with Archie. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Can't say enough about what the great job Archie's doing with all their stuff these days. So if you don't have an Archie book on your list, you're missing out. $6 Million Man's my Dynamite book of the week, because I love me some Steve Austin. ROM is my IDW book of the week, because frankly, I can't believe that ROM has a comic again, and I can't believe how awesome it is. This book's really selling like crazy, so if you loved ROM back in the day, or if you just like science fiction stuff, check that out. Big Trouble in Little China meets Escape from New York is my Boom Studios book of the week, because, well, it's all right there in the title. Motor Girl is from Abstract Comics. I mention this because this is the guy that did Strangers in Paradise, Terry Moore. Love Terry Moore, and so do you. So pick up Motor Girl and check out his new fun and exciting thing. And Lady Mechanica is your last indie book of the week. I just love that cover, so I wanted to show that one too. It's never too late for a little bit of Halloweenery. I guess I forgot the all ages stuff. The only real all ages book this week is Disney Frozen, so you can just sing along, because now the song is stuck in your head because I said the word Frozen. That's all we got for you for this week. I want to thank everybody that came out to our Halloween Spooktacular. We had lots of fun at all the different events. We postponed the swap meet till this Sunday, so if you love our Savvy swap meet, get on down here and check it out. There's going to be lots of great stuff as always. Runs from about 12 to 4. Get here early when all the good stuff's still here. That's all we got for you for this week. You can check us out at blackhatcomics.biz. Check us out on Facebook. Check out our cool YouTube channel. Or just get on down here to Rock and Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.